Hey everyone, it's me, Ari Dawson, call me Rashid. I'm your anthropologist and sociologist. Please hit the like button, share this live stream, subscribe to the channel, become a member channel. Don't forget you can donate the links below. Thank you very much. If you wish a one-on-one consultation, please check the fees and the further information below. And you can check my novels on Amazon, Barnes& and Noble, and also in the search engine of Walmart. Thank you very much. All right. How are you all doing today? Let me know. How are you all doing today? Anyway, I'm going to share my screen with you. Just hold on because we're going to read a scripture right now. All right. And this is the only scripture about to use for today. It is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 12. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but a simple pass on and are punished. You know what? Let's do another scripture anyway. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 25. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. And let's go to the previous one. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hide himself, but a simple pass on and are punished. What does this mean? It's quite simple. In life, you will be in various situations. You having a job is a situation. You being stuck in a traffic jam is it can be not really a situation, a circumstance. A situation is more long term. Circumstance is more at the moment. You're being stuck in traffic, a circumstance. You get you encountering rude people at the cafe. It's a circumstance. But then you have situation. Situation is a setting in which things happen. For example, you have a job somewhere, or you live in a neighborhood, or you're married to someone, or you're involved with certain people, or you are also going to certain events. Now, the whole event, even though it's not something that's long term, it's still a situation because it's a lot happening together. Now, in life, there is one skill you need to learn early on. Now, children kind of already have this skill, even though it's quite underdeveloped. Unfortunately, a lot of people they lose this skill later when they turn adults. Does anyone know which skill it is I'm talking about? Let me know in the live chat, please. What skill am I talking about? Let me know. There is a skill that children almost naturally possess, even though the skill is quite undeveloped in them because they're children. But adults often don't have this. Christopher said is discernment. Absolutely. Thank you, Christopher. Children are just tiny humans. They can't think and process things. And discernment is seeing situation for what it is. Absolutely, it's the same thing. Seeing situation for what it is and having discernment. Discernment means seeing things for what they are, or at least seeing through things. Now, most adults out there that you'll encounter, they lack this completely. Because there's no way the world can continue in its evil state as it is now, and it's been going for centuries, if thousands of years, and most of the people on the earth are smart, healthy, and delivered. They're not. Just because a behavior is normal doesn't mean that behavior is natural. It could be quite normal if you're stressed out and on medication, if that's what most adults in your community are on. If most adults in your community are working 95 jobs and they all have sleeping problems and use of medication, now that's normal. That's the normal for there. But is it natural? No, it's not. Not everything that's normal is natural. Okay? If something is normal, check whether or not it's natural, so in harmony with the will of Heavenly Father. If the norm is not in harmony with the will of Heavenly Father, it's toxic, it's a dysfunction, and it will lead to harm. Simple as that. For example, it was normal for parents to beat their children at some point in some countries. Today, when a parent does that, they go to prison, rightfully so. There was a time you could even beat your wife. As a matter of fact, go back to ancient Rome. In ancient Rome, you were even allowed to kill your children if you were the father of the house. If your children disobeyed you or if they, quote unquote, disrespected you. Try to do that today and you'll go to prison, maybe even for life for attempted murder. Simple as that. What I'm saying is just because something is normal doesn't mean it's natural. It doesn't mean it's okay. I mean, toxicity can be normalized. That's why the Bible talks about iniquity. Iniquity is violence is normalized. So the violence is normal, it's a norm, but it doesn't mean it's okay. Is it clear to you now that normal and natural are not the same, and that just because something is normal doesn't mean it's okay? Is this all clear to you all? Let me know in the live chat. Let me know. Now, man, that's great. Now, what I'm about, listen, actually, I want to address two topics today. So I'm going to keep this live stream below 20 minutes. And then afterwards, comes in mid of this live stream finish, I'm going to start a whole nother live stream discussing the second topic. Because these two topics need to be discussed separately. So I now discuss this topic of discernment. And secondly, I'm going to go more deeper into the second live stream. I'll do it right afterwards. After I finish this live stream, in 2 minutes, I have another live stream. So please, everyone, stay tuned. So this live stream, I'll keep it within 10 minutes still. In this lifetime, if you don't develop your childlike discernment head as a child, you are in big trouble. Let's go further with it. If you did not develop your childlike discernment that you had as a child, that means I don't know if I can trust you, because this is what happens. Someone that does not develop their childhood in discernment, their childlike discernment. I mean, someone doesn't uh, develop nor grow in their childlike discernment, they will not have mature discernment. Children cannot discern. Children can discern that something's off, but they can't process what goes on. As an adult, you can both discern what goes on and process what it really means in the long run. Children can't do that. So as an adult, you're in advantage. So as an adult, you should be alert about your environment continuously and know what goes on. I'm telling you, there are animals in nature who have more discernment than human beings. Some of these zebras out there, the reason why they're still alive and not eaten by a lion is because when their body picks up danger, they go. The reason why some of these predatory animals go days without any prey is because a lot of the animals they're hunting on, they at least have animal instincts that they pay attention to. Now, it doesn't mean the animal cannot be eaten by a predatory animal, but when animals operate in their animal instincts, they often avoid being catched by either humans or other animals. But the thing, what I've noticed with our species, most adults in our species, doesn't matter where you go, they lack discernment. This is how most people are. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm willing to be proven wrong. But I'm using scripture to back this up. A prudent man foresees the evil and hide himself, but a simple pass on and are punished. So that means there are prudent people and there are simple-minded people out there. Not everyone is prudent. And the fact the author had to call this out, because even back then in ancient times, over 3,000 years ago, a lot of people lacked discernment. So a lot of people were not prudent. Look, you don't have to be the strongest. You don't have to be the richest. You don't have to be the wealthiest. You don't have to be the most educated. You don't have to be the most attractive. You don't have to even be the most pleasant human being around, even though you should watch your mouth and your behavior, absolutely. One of the main characteristics and main quality you should have as an adult is to see things for what they are and to see through things. And let me tell you, a lot of people out there, they have a superficial outlook on life. You tell, for example, look, I don't expect you as a adult, as a human adult, to know everything that goes on Earth. No. If you're a car mechanic, there's a lot you don't know about law or about the medical field. Well, you're a car mechanic. If you're a medical doctor, my God, you're qualified to talk about medical issues, y'all. Even though there may be some medical issues out of your medical field, but anyway, when it comes to the medical world, you can talk because you know what you're talking about. You may know nothing about cars, okay, but that's something you're ignorant about. Natural ignorance simply means there are things you don't know, and all of us have things we don't know because we're not God. Okay, I don't expect any grown human being, I don't expect any adult to know everything. What I do expect every grown human being to have is the sensitivity to pay attention to the environment and admit when they lack knowledge and be open to receive knowledge. At the same time, they filter what they're being told. For a lot of people out there, something is only real and true if some authority figure confirms it. For example, when I talk about the Moors and I showed them images of dark skinned people from West Africa, and they say, "Oh, those are black people, whatever." I say, "No, those are Moors." Say, "No, but Moors mean Muslim." No, no, no. The term Moor has been used to address Muslims um, in previous centuries, but it doesn't mean that the term Moor means Muslim. But do you know that even educated people with master degrees out there would think Moor means Muslim? So when I talk about the Moors, and they hear me talk, they think I'm talking about Muslims. Even though I can be talking about completely different people. And if I tell them, listen, the term Moor exists even before Islam existed, now they get silent. Because now they need to admit that they never looked into it. So now they need to admit that they lack understanding. And a lot of people don't want to admit this. So for a lot of people, if they see you know a lot, they tend to be intimidated by it, even though there's no reason to. Look, I'm about to expand more, and my second live stream about to do within just several minutes. But just know, you need to be sensitive about where you live, who you're involved with, where you work, the place you visit. I don't care if you go to a supermarket often. Check that place. Look up the history online. Sometimes when you're in a supermarket, look around you, see the type of people that come over there. Observe your environment, please. A lot of people see, but they don't observe. I know this is a quote from this character, Sherlock Holmes. Nevertheless, it's true. A lot of people only see, but they don't observe. For example, on social media, you see this a lot. You have these women posting all these cute and sexy pictures out there, and sometimes they don't even hold the camera because you see pics taken from different angles. They're at the beach or they're at the Starbucks or whatever. And you see a lot of people giving comments. Oh, you look so beautiful, nice shot, whatever. Okay, nothing wrong with that. But ask yourself the question, who's holding the camera? The fact she's not holding the camera means someone else is holding it. Who is someone holding the camera? And why is someone holding the camera never not mentioned anywhere? Why is she talk about the individual holding the camera? Hmm. Okay, so now you realize, okay, something's off over here. That's what I mean. Most people only see, oh, cute woman making cute pictures, oh, cute, like, comment, that's it. They don't check what other mean, but she's by herself most of the time, and obviously she's not holding the camera. Okay, so there's someone else with her that's taking the pictures of only of her. How come there's someone else with her and this other individual only takes pictures of her when she's all by herself? Why is she never in a community setting? This is a bit weird. And that's how you can see through a lot of bad situations. But the thing is with a lot of believers is that they don't see it. I'm not talking about all the adults in the world. I'm talking about believers, and believers ought to be seeing things for what they are. Listen, anytime you notice inconsistencies, you can be at the party and suddenly a lot of people look a bit upset. They may not be looking upset towards you, but this is a guy at the party having good time, and everyone sees him and looks angry and dirty at him. They don't really like the guy. They don't know who invited the guy to the party. Now, guess what? Nobody has a problem with you. You have a good time at the party too, but you realize these people over there, they have an issue with this individual at the party. And now their memory of this party is ruined by this individual they don't like being at the party. So what's about to happen? They will not attack the individual at the party because it will make them look bad. Then the police will come and arrest them, all that. But the thing is, they are going to start murmuring, complaining about this in the days and weeks to come. And if you're around these people, if you don't join their pity party, murmur about this other individual, they may feel like they will going to feel rejected and hurt, and they're going to associate this pain and discomfort with you. Both the pain and discomfort of encountering this individual they don't like at this party, as well as you not validating their hurt feelings. They're going to associate all of that with you, and before you know it, it's you they're talking bad about. It's you they're turning against. It's you they're escalating upon. And sometimes people end up dying like that because out of the blue, people turn on them. Now, here's the thing. Those people didn't turn on them because anything they did wrong. These people had an issue with other people that they don't dare to address because they know they're wrong. Some people know they're wrong. They just don't want to admit they're wrong and face themselves and improve. They don't want to face their own damage and don't want to face their own defects. So now they're upset with someone else. But because the someone else they're upset with is untouchable and they can't make an example of an individual, they now are feeling humiliated. And now, in desperation, they will forget that other people matter too, and they will join together against a defenseless individual. People that never had any problem with you out of the blue can be doing a witch hunt on you, purely because they want to discharge their stress, so they don't have to deal with it. They go into they're not all narcissists, but they all go in a narcissist mode when the pain gets too much for them. Someone doesn't have to be a narcissist, don't have to be a reprobate, but they may go in a narcissist mode when they are forced to face something they don't want to face. And in that state of mind, especially if a bunch of people like that in a place, I'm telling you, leave. Just go. Don't wait till they tell you to leave or they kick you out. Leave. Why? Because even if all the negative attention aimed at you, you are being drawn into their violence. Because what they're doing now is violence. They have unrest. Instead of admitting unrest and looking for help, they want to offload. So they are in a violent mode. And if you're around there, either you join the violent mode, because if you don't join it, they may turn on you. So that's a bad situation to be in. I'm telling you, just leave. If it's a work situation, also work from home. Say to them you're sick, but you still want to work, so work from home, work remotely. Or if you can't do that, call in sick, whatever, and figure out whether or not you want to keep going to that job or not. If you're studying at university, okay, you may be able to divert this because you're not at university all the time. You can just follow your courses, get your diploma, and leave. But if you're there quite often because it's work or whatever, please be a bit more concerned with yourself. You should care about your own well-being. What I mean is, I don't tell you to be worried about your well-being, because Heavenly Father cares our cares as a believer. I'm telling you, you should be concerned with your own well-being. And too many people are so superficial in how they see and process things. Actually, they don't even process things at all. That's what I mean. They're so superficial that the only time they wake up is when something's blowing up in their face, and often then it's way too late. And a lot of these people in the world, unfortunately, even some believers, they will join whatever violence is there just to escape being a target. All right? But anyway, I'm going to close down this live stream, and immediately in 2 minutes, I'm going to start a new live stream. Everyone, be at the live stream. And Dion, your question, the answer to your question is yes. Ask the right questions, how you sharpen your discernment. Absolutely. I'm going to start a second live stream. Be there. I'll be there in 2 minutes.